Shalom, shalom. First off, I'd like to say, Kal Halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakhwa Kodash, the water Yahweh for giving us Yahushai, double honors to the apostles of GMS who have the 100% spirit of Yahweh Shemai Shai in them, double honors to the CT elders of GMS, our big brothers. Greetings and salutations to the brothers in this country and all over the world, prophesying in the true name of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, which is the King of the universe, the power of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Latino, and Native Americans, and anybody descendants from those people on their father's side. So, Khan, so just real quick, this is going to be called Nothing Will Prepare You, Part 2. And not going to be long. I just came across, what is the time? It's like 10:45 now, 10 p.m. I just came across Dabu77 on his site going into zombies. So, without further ado, I'm just going to play the video. It says, his title is Zombies. Why does AWS terms of service mention human corpses reanimating collapsing civilization? And again, this is always something we've always been talking about. That, people think it's a joke, but it could, it's very well a reality. Esau has technology. What scriptures say what? That this devil, the so-called white man, that he is more wise than Daniel, and like Apostle Gabar, which is going into at the camp, he maketh a diligent search, Their search up and down through certain sciences and technologies, and they have something called the quantum computer. They just figured out where they can calculate the world's climate for the next 10,000 years and things like that. Because they're trying to break the code of curing all disease so they can live forever. That's part of the Esau's demonic delusion, But they figured out a way that, that they can tap in and make people react off a certain disease that they create. I'll leave it at that. And the CDC is involved with that. So let me just play this, and I just want to bring this out because the scriptures talk about it. The Lord said that in the last days there'll be nothing like these days, like never before and never after. And this fits right into it. This is very well reality. Let's play.
This is Dabu7. We've been hearing about zombies and crazy stuff like that for quite some time, and coming out of some weird places, like their whole zombie preparedness stuff that they were kind of thrown out right in front of us. Well, we've got a little bit more here. It's kind of odd. Wanted to share it with you. I got to give a shout out to Lisa and Richie on this one. This is talking about human corpses reanimating and seeking out human tissue to survive. Blood, nerve, brain, and all that. In an event that is labeled as such by the CDC. This gets crazy.
Salak, yeah, he's going to go into AW, something goes into basically, AWS is just going to go into Amazon. That Amazon has something on their prepared sheet or something like that he's going to go into, that they mention a zombie-like effect, or a zombie. They don't say zombie, but they mention in case of an emergency, if people bite each other, and he listed, And the other thing is, what was the other thing? That, of course, your government has released information about how to prepare for zombie apocalypse. That, video released on that on Twitter and social media. So this is real. I'll keep playing.
I know it seems kind of wild, but I'm going to take you over here to Amazon's terms of use, their newest updates. This happened yesterday. The update came out yesterday. If you scroll down to Amazon's terms of use and go to 4210, in the middle of all this talk of technological stuff, data collection, software use, setting up gaming, and doing all this other stuff, they start speaking about the use of lumberyard materials. So real quick, what is lumberyard? Lumberyard is a freeware cross-platform game engine developed by Amazon, and it was based on CryEngine, released in 2002, and they've tweaked it since. Nowhere in here does this say anything about zombies, about reanimation of anything. It's talking about setting up for gaming and streaming to Twitch and doing things like that and using different devices. Has NVIDIA Shield in here. It talks about all that type of stuff. The terms of use talk about pretty much the same thing, about all the stuff that you got to go through if you want to use their service. So why is it at 4210 out of nowhere? They say that to use this, the lumberyard materials are not intended for the use of life-critical or safety-critical systems. It goes on to say autonomous vehicles, aircraft control, nuclear facilities, manned spacecraft, military use in connection with live combat. And it says, however, and this is where it's crazy, the restriction will not apply in the event of the occurrence certified by the United States Center for Disease Control or a successor body of a widespread viral infection transmitted via bites or contact with bodily fluid that causes human corpses to reanimate and to seek to consume living human flesh, blood, brain, or nerve tissue, and is likely to result in the fall of organized civilization.
I'm going to repeat that.
With bodily fluid that causes human corpses to reanimate and to seek to consume living human flesh, blood, brain, or nerve tissue, and is likely to result in the fall of organized civilization. Why is that there?
Okay. That's all I want to play, you know, so you could check out the rest on YouTube. I mean, on Dabu77. He has it up. It was just put up yesterday. I just saw it today. It's 10:52 p.m., 12/12 Sunday. And, yeah, so let me just bring out a quick script on that, you know, because, again, you know, we're in the last days, man, and, you know, more and more and more as a hopeful elect and as Lord willing, as we go, you know, study this truth in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai, you know, we realize, you know, these days are going to be like never before, you know. So the zombie apocalypse or the zombie-like attributes or reactions to his disease is realistic. And especially what we've been finding out, what this devil, the so-called man, the nation of Edom, has been having up their sleeves, man, with their advanced technology. You know, the wise men of Teman created diseases so you can have certain effects. I mean, look what's going on now, you know. Let me try to get this, the precept. Mrs. Matthews, chapter 24, verse 21, just real quick. It says, for then shall be great tribulation. You know, we always bring this out, you know. We always bring this out. Oh, let me just get this locked. I should put it on a zombie thumbnail real quick. Put on a zombie images, apocalypse, select, and I'll read the script. Okay, put images. And that's what's coming. You know. Something like that. All right, let me just finish this real quick. And it says, Matthew chapter 24, verse 21, for then shall be great tribulation, right? Great trouble, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Okay? So that's pretty plain to say simply that what it says, that the Lord said that it will never be any times like these last days. And like we kind of were saying at camp, not kind of, but we were saying at camp, but closing up, and even brothers talking amongst themselves, we believe definitely the year 2022 or something, we feel it in the spirit, Lord willing, that something's going to happen where it's going to be like massive death, because heavy judgment's coming out, and like the scripture say, we in the days of Noah, and mass, violence has increased. And they're saying now in LA, that, there's the police chief out there gave a warning that told people not to come into the city, and that they can't really protect you because violence is so crazy out there. It's a big warning, and it's just going to spread all over the nation. They're letting prisoners out early, but they're not really penalizing people who commit murder or robbery as much, or they're not doing long time. And like the scriptures say, we're in the days of Noah. This is all scriptures of the last days, and so great trouble is coming. Man, it's going to be a year. And then again, they keep warning you about this zombie apocalypse. This zombie stuff is all over your face in movies, in games, and now in the government. They're talking about it in your government, and now in Amazon policies, terms of use. So anyway, with that, just wanted to report that. Shalom. Prakati Habai Shema Shai Bai Shema Gujat. Shalom.